Light hits your eyes, and a moment disappears. But a camera can stop that moment, save it, share it. So how does something invisible and constantly moving, light, turn into a picture that lasts forever? I'm going to explain how cameras work twice. First, like you're 5 years old, then like you're 50. And along the way, we'll look at the difference between film cameras and digital cameras, and why they work in surprisingly similar ways. Okay, imagine light is like millions of tiny bouncing balls. Everything you see is light bouncing off things and flying into your eyes. A camera is like a box that catches those bouncing balls. At the front of the box is a little window. When you press the button, the window opens for just a tiny moment and lets some light inside. That light makes a picture inside the box. If the window opens too long, the picture gets too bright. If it opens too fast, the picture gets too dark. So the camera is carefully deciding how much light to let in and for how long. So for a 5-year-old, a camera works by letting light in for a moment and catching it to make a picture. That's the kid version. Now let's reset. Because cameras aren't just boxes that catch light. They're machines that measure light very precisely. At its core, every camera, film or digital, does 3 things. Focuses light, controls how much light enters, records that light. The difference between film and digital cameras is how they record it. Light enters the camera through a lens. The lens bends light rays so they line up and form a sharp image. If the lens bends light correctly, the image is sharp. If not, the image is blurry. This part works the same in every camera. Cameras control light in 2 ways. The aperture is a ring that spins to increase or decrease the opening in lens to allow in more or less light. Bigger hole equals more light, smaller hole equals less light. The shutter is a device behind the aperture in the body of the camera, which opens or shuts to determine how long light is allowed in. Longer the shutter is open equals the more light exposure. Shorter the shutter is open equals the less light exposure. Together, these decide how bright the picture will be. In a film camera, light hits a strip of film. That film is coated with tiny light-sensitive chemicals. When light hits them, it changes them permanently. Brighter light causes stronger changes. Darker light causes weaker changes. After the film is developed, those chemical changes become a photograph. Film is a physical memory of light. In a digital camera, light hits a sensor. That sensor is covered in millions of tiny light detectors called pixels. Each pixel measures how much light hits it, turns that light into an electrical signal, converts that signal into numbers. Those numbers become an image file stored on a memory card. Digital cameras store information about light, not light itself. Film cameras use chemistry, create a physical record, can't be reused once exposed. Digital cameras use electronics, create data, can be reused endlessly. But the front half of the camera, the lens, aperture, and shutter, works almost the same in both. The simple explanation says, cameras catch light. That's true. The deeper explanation adds, lenses focus light. Apertures and shutters control it. Film changes chemically. Sensors turn light into data. Same idea, different technology. Understanding this explains why photos can be blurry or bright, why film photos feel different from digital, why cameras struggle in low light, why cameras need lenses at all. Every photo is a measurement of light, taken at exactly one moment in time. For a 5-year-old, A camera lets light in and catches it to make a picture. For a 50-year-old, a camera focuses light, controls it, and records it using film or digital sensors. Same idea, two ways of understanding it. Next time, we'll explain how heat can be pushed, trapped, and released just to keep your milk cold.